Now that you have a solid program design, have carefully thought out your indicators and how you will use them, set up systems to manage the data you collect, and conducted analysis, you need to decide how you will report your findings and to whom. This step is sometimes the hardest because you'll need to know exactly what message your M&E data sends, and you'll need to know how to best package that message depending on who you share it with. Ideally, you'll share findings with program staff, funders, and your program participants. In addition to sharing results, we'll also discuss other uses for your M&E data. The first step to sharing data is to know your audience. Who are you sharing information with and why? Donors have very different data needs than your beneficiaries, but both should be getting updates on the results of your program. Reporting to donors is an important show of accountability, but sharing data with beneficiaries is equally important for accountability. We call this downward accountability. Other partners often want to know how their role impacted the project, and so are interested in data that shows the value of their contribution, whether financial or other types of support. Alternatively, if you're trying to convince someone to take action or change policy as a result of your data, you'll want to present that differently as well. The format of results communication is very important, and there are many different ways to communicate results to choose from. Reports, infographics, websites, presentations, posters, or meeting with stakeholders are all options. Donors and partners are used to getting written reports, but this is often not a very dynamic way to present your project. Infographics can provide small, digestible ways to highlight achievements with charts and pictures that are more engaging than narrative texts, as are posters. Think about resources available to whomever you're sharing information with as well. A PDF might be easy to create and distribute, but if access to internet is a limitation, maybe posters that can be shared with various stakeholders after an in-person meeting might be more appropriate. In addition to sharing results with donors and other stakeholders, think about how you will use the data internally. Now that you can measure the progress of your project in reaching your goal, what does the data tell you is working and not working? Using this information to guide the decisions about how you run your program is called adaptive management. It can be very beneficial to have a standing meeting with funders, program staff, and program participants to go through the findings from M&E together when deciding on ways that you can adjust the program based on the findings. This way, any changes you decide to make in programming can get input from all stakeholders and occur throughout the life of the program. Using data in your advocacy can help show your program's impact and that you are contributing to larger trends of change, as well as call on other actors to get involved. Other tips for using M&E data for advocacy include using return on investment strategies, which is a simple way to show what people get for their money when they invest in your project. So this concludes the M&E and Evaluation course. We hope that you've enjoyed it and found the course material useful for your project planning and success. Thank you.